Hey Leute, willkommen zurück. Das heißt, willkommen zurück. Das ist jetzt der Kampf gegen Walter. Danach machen wir noch den Kampf gegen Luciola. Finally! Was getting time waiting up here? Sunglasses guy. The dire wolf. Walter. Huh. Nice of you to come. If you're here, I assume that means you're ready, aren't you? Yes, it is time. I will use the living fist of our master to shatter your murderous fist. You ended up just like the old man said you would. Master Ryuga said I would? What do you mean, Walter? So your fight with Master did have something to do with me. Huh, I told you, didn't I? If you want to know, beat me. You swing some coward's fist at me and I'll end you right here. Come on, time for a good old-fashioned deathmatch. Yeah. Der Kampf ist nicht schwer. Sie hat noch keinen zweiten gelernt. Ja. Ah, doch, hier. Oh, ich habe einen anderen Effekt das letzte Mal bekommen. Das heißt, es ist random. Nice. Da kommen die beiden. Shit.
Little.
Poor Choco. He's dead. God damn it. Ist wurscht. Ich habe das vorbereitet dafür. Was heißt sie vorbereitet? Naja, ich habe keinen Wiederbeleber. Ne, ich habe keinen Wiederbeleber.
Seems you kicked shit.
Ist wurscht. Also den Kampf habe ich schon mal als Probe gemacht, so ist nicht. Son of a... The hell did you learn that kinda? Walter, Cyrus, you are a genius. But your talents means you've never practiced as you should. And the way of the fist is built on training. Always training so that it comes naturally as breathing. That's why even I, your lesser, can strike you. My lesser, huh? The old man didn't think so, you know that? What? The old man told me this. Putting aside all the bullshit about the idea of a living fist or a murderous fist or whatever. In terms of pure talent and quality, you're better than me. You can't be serious. And the old man said he was going to have the most talented one inherit the title style. Now you're the densest lump of meat I ever known, Sin. But even you know what that means. But that... how? I'm better than you? That's absurd. It's a blatant lie. A master would never have done that and just ignore Kirika's feelings. You're naive as ever. That's just it. To be with our teacher's daughter without inheriting the school? You think I'd accept that? Hell, I wonder if she'd accept that. So you see, I demanded a match of you to determine the successor. And then the old man laid another one on me. Since unconsciously submits to you in all things, both in martial arts and affairs of the heart. As long as you both are as you are now, you would never truly fight him. But then... I was still a young hothead, so I really couldn't accept that. So once I kept insisting, he said he'd fight a deathmatch with me in your place. And then I won. So that's why I killed the old man. You wanted to know, so I answered. I think I finally understand. I could never understand why Master asked to fight that match with you. But now the pieces have finally fallen into place. Have they? There's something you don't understand, Walter. I only learned about this from Kirika after the match, but Master Yuga had just learned he had cancer when you challenged him. Terminal cancer, that is. Wait, that is why he challenged you, Walter. I'm sure he also wanted to admonish your abuse of the title style, and he wanted to show me the pinnacle of the art and inspire me to step out of your shadow. But more than anything, what Master wanted was to end his life in battle against his greatest student. The hell is that? Ridiculous. No way. So what? You just used Mr. 2 for suicide? If that's true, then all I... On some level, it was deeply selfish, it's true. But when you think about it, trying to perfect yourself and your power is a selfish act, no matter what else you do. You could say a dedication to selfishness is our duty as martial artists. I think Master chose to put all his selfishness on display, and in doing so revealed to both of us the light and darkness of the fist. Fair. Walter, take your stance. Huh? I shall put everything I have learned from you and from Master, everything I've practiced as a bracer, all of Taito into this fist. And I shall use it to bring light to the foolish elder student before me who has become a devil and fallen to darkness. It is my final duty as the dojo's junior student. Look at you, being all like the old man. Alright, I'll put everything I've perfected in society into my fist to bury Taito forever. Huh? This is nuts. One of them has to break. Oh! Sin! You fool. You were holding back like that? Shit, Ryuga was right. Why does this stuff have to taste so good? He did it! Sin won, I knew he could. Sin, well done! Yeah, that was great. I didn't think you could really beat that guy in a straight-up fight. No. The reason I won is solely because I better Taito style. If he'd fought me as a proper user of Taito, if he'd just applied what he learned, I'd be the one sprawled on the floor. I don't think that's true. Give yourself some credit. More importantly, Sin. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? We can get you some help if you need it. No, I'm fine. Walter will likely be out for a while, so we can leave him here, I think. We need to keep heading up. Right. Let's see if the terminal then. Did er denn sterben? I don't know. So. Excuse me, ich dachte, ich wäre schon oben. Hä? Na gut, geh mal eben nach oben. Drum brauche ich ja nicht, ich habe sowieso die drei Viertel davon verpasst. Oh, ich geh mir nicht auf die Seite. Aber vielleicht sollte ich zumindest mit Shera und Dingensbumsen. Das wurscht. Die Frage ist, ob wir gewinnen können. Welcome. The bewitching bell. Hello, Luciola. Lucy, you actually got past Blue Blah and Walter. I honestly didn't think you could. Well done, everyone. Lucy, please, keep your promise. You said you'd explain what you said about Mr. Harvey when we met next. Ah yes, the reason I killed him. So I did? Shera, let me begin with a question. What kind of man was Harvey to you? What sort of question is that? I owed him my life for rescuing me from the streets. He was everything to me. I never knew my true parents. I always imagined, however, that my father would have to be someone like Harvey. So how? How could you? Yes, he was a kind, warm, gentle soul. But you see, a circus cannot be kindness alone. purely performing simply doesn't bring in enough mira. That income needs to be supplemented, be it with dirty deals or having performers engage in other lines of work. But Harvey insisted on keeping us going with honest money. So instead he dipped into his private funds and then took a tremendous step just to keep us going. What? But I mean, Harvey never said anything about that or acted like it. Despite his kind exterior, he had a will of iron. He ran up his debt here, there, and all across the continent. And in the end, he decided to leave the troop to save us from it all. But his plan was to entrust the entire troop to a wealthy acquaintance of his. If he remained troop leader, it would only invite trouble for us as people came to collect his debt. In that case, it would be better to have someone he trusted watching over us. That was how he explained it to me that day. But no. But why? If he just told us, we could have helped him. Oh, when he told me, I tried to convince him to stay. But he was... Howie. Kind as he could be, but he was also stubborn as a mule. I still remember exactly what he told me. It's bad for a coward like me to stay with good people like all of you. So that's why you... Yes, precisely. When he told me, I felt completely betrayed. He gave us peace and happiness, and then he was going to leave us in the hands of someone we didn't know? If he's going to do that, I thought, I wish he'd never given us his hand in the first place. And so, I killed him. Then what about me? What about... You and Howie were the ones who gave me peace and happiness, Lucy. You filled me with a warmth, and then when you were living in the slums. But Howie died, and then he disappeared. That's an even worse betrayal. Yes, so it is. Shera, you have every right to hate me. Wield your hate and stand against me. Lucy! If nothing else, if you cannot defeat me, you have no hope against the three who await above. Show me, now, that you can break the spell of the bewitching bell. Okay, wir haben can call allies. Weapon will heal. Invulnerable to arts. Weapon never hit. Weapon never hit. Okay, okay. Ja, ich muss ein bisschen mehr taktischer vorgehen, wenn ich nicht sofort alles raushauen kann. Vorsichtshalber. Okay. Could you please stop it? Oh ja. Hier ist ja schon schön da hinten stehen. Okay, ja. Almost bearded. Ah ja, gut. Ich hätte...
I will no more.
Habe ich irgendwas, was die Gruppe hielt, halt? Nein.
We're good to go.
Ja. Warum greifst du Joshua an? Ah, okay, schön zu wissen. Okay, ich habe den Fake gefunden. Wir sehen uns gleich. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich jetzt rum...
We're good to go.
Nee, können wir nicht rumreißen. Ja, bring mich bitte um. Haben wir es im richtigen? Nein, das ist nicht. Schön zu wissen, dass ich jetzt auch verstehe, warum ich die ganze Zeit mehr Leute angegriffen habe.
Oh, sorry.
Nein.
Witness the dance. Hellfire. Now burn your ashes.
Okay, resist. Ja, aber perfekt, genau. Weapons will heal. Oh, ich muss die angreifen. Ja. Ey, es ist wurscht. Machen wir erstmal. Nein. Einfach, dass ich das Critical rauskommen kann. Jetzt wieder weiter gehehlt. Wenn man mal ein bisschen mit Ahnung weitermacht, ne? Mit Taktik.
Run no more.
Kein Glück, Alter. Cheater, Gott sei Dank. Oh, die erste Runde lief schlecht. Oh, Insta-Death? Insta-Death.
Oh, are we done already?
True Smile. Okay, so eine normale Craft. I see. You do, I think, have a right to go farther up. Lucy, I need to correct you on something. Despite everything, I could never hate you. Even the fact that you left me, or even this idea that you killed Howie. It doesn't anger me, it just breaks my heart. Shera. Shera said, you don't. But I just can't believe it, you know? That you killed Howie or something like that. Even if it was a bad decision, it must have been hard for him, and he was only trying to look out for us. I suppose I can't really hide it, can I? Huh? There's a little more to that story. As I said, Harvey was being a bit of a mule, as he could be, stubborn and refusing to listen to my arguments. So to try and persuade him, I confessed something I felt but kept secret for a long time. What? Lucy, you and Harvey? I see. Yes, I imagine it's quite a shock to you. You always saw him as a father figure to the both of us. And therein lay the problem, so did he. He saw me as a daughter and cared for me deeply as one. There was no way he could return my feelings. Don't get carried away in the moment. Find someone who suits you. All these years later, I still remember exactly how he refused me. The refusal shocked me, of course, but even more than that, it scared me. I feared that now he knew how I felt, he would do what he could to make sure I found someone who suited me. That he would leave me behind forever, and we would never see one another again. That I would have no choice but to move on. But the moment I realized that was a possibility, something within me snapped, so that he could never leave me, so that he'd be mine forever. I gave in to the urges and took his life in my own hands. Lucy. It was the very moment I realized the darkness inside of me. And eventually, Ouroboros and the Grandmaster found me and gave my inner darkness a purpose. And eventually, the path they set me on led me here. And I suppose it leads to the end. What? Lucy, no! Your skill for whip certainly improved. You were so clumsy with it when you started. Shera! Estelle, Joshua, I only need a moment to speak with her if you don't mind. But... Lucy, are you really... Does this look like a time to be talking? I'll pull you up, just hold on. Shera said, listen, even to this day I don't actually regret killing him. But leaving you was the worst thing I've ever done. I never forgave myself for it. I was always so afraid for what happened to the little girl I was rescued from the streets. But you've turned out better than either Harvey or I could have ever hoped for. You found your way, and you're greater than either of us ever were. Lucy, please, I'm begging you. Just finding that out has made coming to the bell worth it. Honestly, part of me wanted you to sit in judgment over me. A little greedy of me, I suppose. Please, just hold on. Oh, and Shera, dear, remember, liquor is nice, but do try to moderate yourself, alright? Goodbye, my darling little Shera. Luciola! Shera. Oh no. It's alright. Lucy always did love her theatrics. She'd never take a fall she couldn't recover from. I'm sure that someday we meet again. Yeah, totally. I mean, she can use the crazy paper magic or whatever, and didn't I see her, like, teleport or something? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be okay. Yeah. Yes. Shera, do not force yourself. You should head back to the Arcel, perhaps. No, there's no need. Luciola would have simply laughed at me if I gave up here. Let's keep going for now. Shera. Yeah, let's go. Well then, wir have a terminal to deal with. Ja. Und das waren die Kämpfe gegen Luciola und Walter mit den richtigen Teammitgliedern drin. Wie gesagt, Olivia hat im Prinzip dasselbe, bis auf mein Rival und die geliebte Prinzessin, bla bla bla, Hoffnung, bla bla bla. Die Bande sind unzerträglich und Liebe, bla bla bla. Also es ist im Prinzip dasselbe. Na gut, bis dann, Leute. Ciao.